Okay guys, what's going on? It is Bash Map here to give you a little montage of a couple of kilns I've been doing. Now, for those of you that don't already know, the reason why Enter Enraged, the series has not really gone forth for quite a while is just mainly because the server has been undergoing DDoS attacks, the denial of service, of debauchery and juvenilism. I know it's not a word. I don't even know what I'm doing. No, but yeah, the server went through some serious DDoS attacks, unfortunately. So it did come at the cost of a couple of weeks of downtime, but it just goes to show how good of a game it is because the entire player base just came running straight back as soon as they heard the server was back up. Like, it wasn't like half the server just gave up and moved on because it was down for a couple weeks. Like, everyone just came together, and it was a really nice moment just to see that forum post of the owner saying, you know what, we're back online for good. Have fun, guys. Don't worry about it, and it shouldn't happen again. It's just really reassuring and nice to have. Now, there isn't really much that I could show video clip wise with Bashmap because basically what you're seeing is what I've been busy doing, which is basically just fight kilns. Now, a few things concerning fight kilns. If I do find any bugs with this, and really any other thing that I end up doing on this game, I'm thinking like, you guys in the forums, let me know down below if you would be okay with the idea of like video posts showing the actual bug happen. That way people can relate to it, and it's a lot easier for the developers to figure out and try to find a solution to. Because if it's very easy to do it with words, but I think it'll help even more if I were to maybe make videos and just kind of like log them and put them on the forums for people that are attentive. And I think everyone uses the forums who plays the game. Like, I don't think there's one person who doesn't use the forums at all. Um, but yeah, there's that. And as far as payments go, I'm not going to show the clips, but just know that it kind of varies for different people. I try to be as modest as I can with also being fair to the amount of time I'm putting into this because I usually ask how much money the person has just so I can make a decent cut out of it. I mean, it does rely on their honesty, but I'm gonna end up logging into their account anyway, so it's not like they're gonna lie anyways. But basically, I ask that, and then I usually ask for a little less than half of what they have, and I think it's a pretty decent request because I am investing a lot of time and effort into this because yeah, no, I know, I get it. Kiln is 1 hour, but if there's 2 or 3 people that want it, that's 2 or 3 hours, and usually it goes over an hour for me because my kilns take a while. Could easily go up to maybe an hour and a half at the most, but if I have gear like the one you're seeing here, it could take easily just a little over an hour, so easy kiln. But if I'm having to use like wealth gear stuff, easily an hour 15, an hour and a half. So I do take that into consideration. And with one of the kiln services that I had to do today, I ended up dying. And it wasn't through fault of my own, but at the same time, there's no hard feelings with what happened. Basically, the server was undergoing some serious updates, and the system kept refreshing. And I guess an old bug was visiting again because I don't think it was patched for system updates. It's the bug where the familiar gets nulled and you can't use it anymore. And it happened, I think, twice. So I lost 2 familiars and I summoned my last one with just enough time. I planned it out well and I was like, okay, this is definitely possible. I could still do it if I don't undergo any other interruptions. So I was doing it and then randomly the server logs off. Now this wasn't a system update, it's just a random pop log off, and I think it's a PID error that I get on my computer, but it's honestly with every private server that I play. The owner saying it could be like a familiar glitch, but long story short, I lost my third familiar. But I had enough resources to keep going and possibly finish the kiln, but the thing is, I didn't get to wave 28, which a lot of you might or might not know. It's a deal wave, and normal combat from you or me doesn't work on it. You need a pickaxe, at least, and then you need to break its shield, and then you can kill it. Or, what I do, you just use a familiar to kill them all. But I didn't have any familiars, and I didn't have a pickaxe, so I was like, okay, we're at an impasse. I gotta start over, so I killed myself. That was about an hour ish of getting there, maybe an hour 15. So I had to do it all over again, and then it took another maybe hour-ish before the person could get back on. So, that really did suck, but I did get the kiln done. I never try to go for that whole, you know, just do it tomorrow. I want to get it done in that day because I don't know, it just feels weird if you don't really stick with what you're gonna do. But yeah, price wise, where were we? So I usually ask around half, and I think as the economy starts to slowly build up, I'm probably gonna end up charging more just so it's proportionate. Because if I end up charging like 20 mil like months from now, that's honestly nothing compared to what the game like net worth has in total, like what if everyone's money together, there's like 20 bill in the game and I'm only asking for like, 20 mil, if there's 20 bill and I'm asking for 20 mil, it doesn't make sense. Now if there's 20 bill in the game and I ask for something like 200 mil and the person has like a 3 bill bank, I think that's a little more fair. I hope you know where I'm getting at here, but you know especially with the popularity that's going to come along, I'm probably going to end up getting a dicer or two that's going to ask. I'm probably going to make the most money out of them if they can't do it themselves because, they have a lot of money. So let's say they have a 1 bill bank, I'll probably end up asking for maybe 200-ish mil. It's not even half. It's not even a quarter, 200 mil, but I think it's a lot of money for me. And it depends, a lot of it will depend. But, it's not really a kiln service. I think people just trust me because I'm a mod. But before I even got the mod status, I did a couple kilns for some friends of mine. And, I'm not one of those dirty people who just like gets on your account and then just tries to F it up or do something stupid like that. If I tell you I'll do something, I'll try my best to stick with my word. Now, something you probably can't trust me on is probably like videos or graphics design because I'm a lazy, lazy boy. And for instance, one of my friends on Facebook, she asked me if I could draw up a tattoo design for her. Oh man, that's nerve-wracking because that's gonna go on her skin for the rest of her life, and I haven't drawn in over a year, so you're kind of asking the wrong guy. But of all the replies, I said, yeah, sure, let's do it. And I sketched up a terrible drawing, but she said she liked it, and I think she was just being nice. But if she really did, then I appreciate it. But I'm being harsh on myself because you need to be with this kind of stuff. And what I drew up was honestly pretty mediocre if that was going to be a tattoo because the lines are so rough and it was scrunched up. So I told her, I'm going to draw like 5 more designs, and I haven't even drawn one in the past 2 days. So, with that kind of stuff, I'm not good at keeping my promise. But with easy things like a kiln or something like that, I think it's really easy. So if there's any flaws with my personality, it's probably just like making too many commitments I can't stick to, especially with drawing and stuff. It's a lot more time consuming than people think. And when I'm preoccupied with like hardcore gaming or just spending a lot of hours on something like this, it's hard to keep it all balanced and together. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much that. I don't really know what more to add towards the whole of that, but so as far as payments, there's that. My bank is slowly building up. I mean, I'm not trying to go richest person in the world in the game just through killing. I really do want to have time for myself to train, but at the same time, I'm conflicted because I don't know, should I really do these kilns for people? That's really something I've been thinking about when I'm in the middle of these services for people. Like, should I really do this? Because if I'm in the eyes of the developer, like, it's allowed to pay people to do this for you, but if I keep doing this for everybody, then the kiln is not rare. Every single player has it. And then what's the point of having to do all 37 waves if everyone's just gonna have it anyways? Like, it's supposed to be a test of difficulty and hardness. I think that you know it's my fault for accepting to do all these things, but if I'm gonna look back, it's gonna be hard, taking in that I did so many of these kilns. You know, I've probably already done like maybe six already for different people, six different people, not including me, so like seven if I include myself. It's just a lot to bear because, when is it become rare anymore? It won't because, beyond the kiln, then everyone can get a comp cape because the kiln is a completion escape requirement. And if everyone's done the kiln, then everyone's gonna have a completion escape. It just wipes the whole rarity out of it. There's no rarity anymore. So I don't know if I'm kind of hurting the server in that aspect because I'm just doing it all for them. I hope there might be a rule against it so it motivates me not to take people's money, but because money will always continue to be generated no matter what. People will always be doing frost dragon trips back and forth and back and forth. But, kiln capes don't work like that. It's a matter of skill. And if I'm just hopping onto everyone's account, doing it for them, then the skill really is hard to measure because I'm just doing it for everybody. So it really just becomes a dirty circle that just kind of revolves around me taking people's money for this. But I guess that's how kiln services work. I don't really know. I just think that the damage is a lot bigger and easier to see because the community's still pretty small. But in the coming months, when there's like 50 plus players online every day or something like that, I don't know what I'm gonna ask myself. Like, is this really worth it, or should I just leave it how it is? And I think that's something that I'm probably gonna do. I'm probably not gonna do kilns anymore if we start getting people like that because I don't know. I'll probably motivate myself to get back into it if one, it doesn't become against the rules by then, and two, if I start seeing a lot of injustice, if people are scamming each other and there's too many accusations, then I'll probably just be the mediator because I do hope to be mod, which, I did get mod, by the way. I guess it's a big thing I left out by accident. So sorry, I forgot to say that I got mod. It's pretty neat, but it's not permanent. It's what they call a trial. They'll probably give me the status for about a week, and then they'll see how I do. They'll see if I am actually helping people, if I'm active. I think activity is important, but how much I help is more important because it's a lot easier to be on 5 hours a day and not do anything instead of just being 1 hour a day, but in that 1 hour you've helped like 8 people solve all their issues and everyone's nice and happy. So I do think that the actual actions that you do as a mod outweigh the amount of time that you're on with the crown, if that makes any sense. I hope I worded that well. But so far, I have been trying to help people as much as I can. If there's any inactivity that seems to be coming from me. I know I don't talk much. Two things. Mainly the kilns have been eating me up, and I should manage my time more now that I'm a mod. But I feel like I'm able to do my job well with the amount of kilns I have to juggle every day. And I know the kilns won't be as much as the days go on if I keep doing this for people. But I don't know. You guys let me know in the forums if I should keep doing this, knowing what I've said. But there's that, and mainly since there's only less than 15 people on a day, so problematic wise, everyone knows each other. It's pretty drama free. There's really no issues, to be honest, so there's really no need for a mod to say anything. I mean, if someone says thank you, I'll say you're welcome. If someone gets a 99, I'll say congrats. And if someone has a problem and I can find it, then I'll do my part. So as you could see here, guys, I just kind of wrapped up the day, just skilling a little bit. I did get 99 wood cutting today. Oh, that's my mom. I don't know if you hear it or not. If you do, then yeah. I got 99 wood cutting, and I'm going for crafting at the moment. I still don't have 99. Right now, as we speak, I'm at 92. And here's a little bank vid. I guess it's really short. Just pause it around. I'm not really going to get too into it. But this is kind of a bug I've been wanting to show. It's the swap item bug. It doesn't really let you what it should happen is you place it and it'll shift everything in the bank, but it doesn't. So hopefully that's kind of a sneak peek of what I'll do with bugs and glitches that should be fixed. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm out of clips, so for now that's it, guys. Sorry for the long wait. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time, guys. Thanks for watching.